What's up, cool people? Welcome to today's live stream. Just gonna be, hanging out, chilling, talking about whatever, all while I am playing Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, and, I went and melded some commands in between the, in between last week and this one, I guess. So, now that I have melded some commands, and I have some new ones, I want to level those up. So I guess now I just generally have more motivation to maybe want to actually do some stuff that would ultimately result in also leveling up my characters a bit, which might have them better suited for doing stuff in the arena that I'm struggling with. So, yeah. Anyway, that's the general gist of what's going on. Twitch is going to run some ads before too long anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and run those a little early, head that off, and we'll hop on into some Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep here in a little bit. Okay. So, let me go ahead and pull this up, ditch my own music that I'm playing on my computer. Load up the file. Well, I mean, I could pretty much choose any of the character files right now, and I'd have something to do for command leveling and whatnot. Let me just make sure that, yeah, okay. So other than Kiraga, those are all level 1 commands. And honestly, I think I'm just gonna go around all the different worlds, just kind of like explore and, fight whatever enemies I might fight, and maybe then I'll still have a decent variety of materials for command melding later on, whenever that happens. Okay. This is also a bit of a trial run for my new, or not new, but my flipped stream setup.
Freeze! Rock! Rock! Yeah!
I mentioned last week that it seemed like it would be helpful to change which things on my computer are on which screen. Mostly because that way I would better be able to, see the multi-chat thing while I'm playing my games and stuff here.
Fire! 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 Gotcha! Freeze!
But we'll see how it goes with the whole screen swap setup. Actually, I should probably get the items that have dropped first before worrying about
Fire!
getting any more hits on any of these enemies.
Rough! Yeah! Rough!
Okay. Yeah, and that's something I need to think about doing at some point is, I mean, if I want to get the in-game trophy for it at least, I'm gonna need to, use some of those commands that are from, like, the dessert things. Anyway. Okay, so there I'm noticing a slight potential issue. Although it's only been a minute. I was like, now with Twitch activity feed stuff being over here, I might be less inclined to notice that. But, hello TV Antenna, I see you've redeemed a hydration. So here we go. This one's for you. Thank you for the refreshment. So it does make me wonder if I want to pop out the activity feed from Twitch, move it over closer to my main area of focus. So, yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Okay. Well, some of these commands are already getting leveled up quite a bit.
Fire! Freeze! Yeah!
So yeah, really the main focus is going to be on just getting commands leveled up. I'll probably go around with each character and level up the commands that I have first before I consider making any other new ones. Or, like, melding any more, to be more accurate. Should also double check that I've maxed out all the D-links, which I apparently have not with Ventus. That surprises me a little bit. It seems like Snow White is the only one I haven't.
Come on! Win! It's over! See ya!
Fitting that I'd be, you know, doing... Fitting that I'd be, you know, linking up with Snow White in the world based on the Snow White movie.
Gotcha!
Okay, so that's like a strike raid thing. Duly noted.
It's over! See ya! It's over! See ya! Yeah! Yeah!
Press B twice there like I was expecting a
Come on!
double flight kind of move.
Yeah! Rough! Heal! Yeah! Yeah! Rough!
Ven doesn't have double flight. Only Aqua has that.
It's over. See ya. It's over. See ya.
So I realize it would be way more of a grind this way, but I feel like it would be more fitting to have your commands level up when you're using them instead of just whenever you like hit enemies with anything.
Come on. Freeze.
Okay, did not get anything to level up Snow White's D-Link still.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, I figured there would be more enemies around here somewhere.
Yeah. Fire. Yeah.
Hey. Wing Blade, yeah. Although that's probably gonna go away the moment that I leave this little area.
Fire. Yeah. Fire. Freeze. Yeah.
Really wish that would have focused more toward the middle of the enemies, so then it would have hit more of them. Oh well.
Yeah.
Hey, the Wing Blade block, alright. Nothing down this way. Okay, well, I guess once I get back to the save point for this world, that's probably all that I'm gonna do then. For in this world. Alright. Okay, all those commands are maxed out now. Lizaga has reached... Alright, Leaf Bracer is permanent now. So is Attack Haste and Item Boost. Yeah, it's... Basically all of those had... you know, abilities attached to those commands. Okay. Definitely should get rid of something out of these two. Okay. Freeze Raid. And I can ditch Blizzard Edge for... maybe not another Freeze Raid. Binding Strike, yeah. but I don't have any other... Sorry. Don't have any other attack-based commands that need to be leveled up. Blizzara. Actually, maybe not Blizzara there. Thundaga there, yeah. This can be a Blizzara. That I will make, or I will swap with. Ooh, hold up. I could swap Kiraga's out. Magniga. And let's do Aurora. Okay. Saving. So, Ventus himself, meanwhile, went up all of one level. But hey, any little bit helps. Alright, so now we'll go over here. Oh, man. I would blame my sleep schedule for feeling as tired as I do. But it's honestly probably not very fair just to blame that. Boom.
Gotcha. Win.
Rhythm mixer, okay. You know, it would have been great if they just had that, if they had Rhythm Mixer basically stop itself when there are no other enemies around. Save a bunch of time on that, you know. Oh man. Sorry. Again. This is not the one I came from. Okay, good. I don't think that gets me much of anywhere. At least anywhere different that I haven't already been within this visit. think there are going to be any more enemies up here. No. I could move myself all the way over here and go in this hole. I did not realize I successfully dodged that one attack.
Thunder! Yeah!
Oh yeah. I got a lot out of those, like, flavor-yielding enemies that particular time. And I think a lot of it just had to do with the particular command styles that were active. Oh, man.
Gotcha.
Seriously though, why am I so tired? Like, just kind of out of the blue. So, I went and got myself a haircut today. Just, I was due for one. The gal that wound up cutting my hair, just like, she's either a bit unsure of herself or super detail oriented or something like that. Because but then there were other things she said and did that seemed more like she was just a lot more polite than normal. So maybe she was just trying extra hard to make sure that what I got was what I wanted. Alright, what other commands do I have that need to be leveled up here? Since when did I have 2 strike raids? Oh well. Okay, Lazara there. Thundara there. I guess I'll put another Thundara there. Cura. Mini. Also, just about this game, like, apparently, I don't know, I would strongly recommend that anyone who's playing through this game for the first time, maybe don't approach it the way that I did, which was essentially like not worrying too much about the commands and melding and all that kind of stuff. It basically, Command melding is, like, super important to this game. It's a significant way of getting new abilities, or just new commands, I mean, but it's also, like, the only way that you get any passive abilities. Other than the, like, movement-related ones.
Yeah. Rock. Tap. Come on. Yeah. Tap. Rock. Win. Yeah. See ya. So. See ya. So. Come on. Yeah. Tap. Rock. Yeah. Come on. Tap. Rock. Heal. Bring it. Yeah. Rock. Tap. Rock. Rock. See ya. So. See ya.
In hindsight, I feel like I made this, unintentionally made this game a lot more difficult for myself. Hey, there we go.
Yeah. Rock. Come on. Win. Rock. Tap. Rock. Gotcha. Come on.
Ooh, hello. That's a new move.
So. See ya. So.
And I guess that stuff is also, like, if you're going full completionist,
Come on.
that thing's kind of... Oh. Okay, so Bashful's like a... Or not Bashful. Dopey's kind of like a mini move. Whoa.
Tap. Rock.
Bashful, I guess, is just vanish?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Or something like that? Like, geez. Okay, well.
Come on. Bring it.
I now have all D-Links
Rock.
maxed out.
Gotcha.
I didn't even realize coming into this that that was not yet the case.
Yeah. Tap.
Of course, that's just all the ones for
Thunder.
Ventus that are for sure maxed out.
Come on. Freeze. Thunder. Rock. Tap. Yeah. Rock. Rock. Yeah. Rock.
You're the mixer, yeah. So here's a question for you. What's your favorite command style? For those of you who've played the game.
Bring it.
I guess for me, some of it could come down a little bit to, like, I would maybe have like a kind of battle proficiency ranking, and then totally separate from that, maybe like just a ranking of aesthetics, how they look. For the latter category, I think my favorite might just be Ghost Drive.
Stop! Gotcha! Thunder!
I'm not sure what would potentially be better as far as actual, like, attacks and damage and stuff.
Gotcha! Freeze! Yeah! Yeah! Rock!
Yeah, with Ghost Drive, I don't know. I just really like how it just, like, sends you totally flying, like, basically teleporting around to hit the enemies. Boom. I think I wiped out, like, 3 waves of enemies right there.
Yeah! Bring it! Stop! Yeah! Yeah! Come on! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
The fact that I hit stop on that one enemy while it was just mid-air,
Yeah!
and it stayed there in mid-air,
Yeah!
the gravity defying of it is a little bit amusing. Okay, no enemies in this room. I didn't think there were. Okay. Saving. Now. What other commands? Oh, reports. Oh, right, for the hit counts and whatnot. Snow White, yeah. So yeah, there's like, I guess actually 2 different levels of finishers. I think it's just the finishers at each level that get a hit count kind of thing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm pretty sure there are 9, but this is looking like 10. Different characters you can have D-Links with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I've only apparently done the second level thing on 5 of them. So which ones have I not? Looks like Peter Pan, 626, Zack, Cinderella. Peter Pan, 626, Zack, Cinderella, and Mickey? Yeah. Also, that might just be Ven who has that many D-Links. I've got so many abilities now, which is a good thing. Oh, geez, I've got a lot of stop stuff. But that's it, I guess. Now, were I so inclined, this might be the time to use, like, some of these. Volcano and Snow Bear. Well, let's see, I have 3 of them equipped at a time. Interesting. Okay. Since that's maxed out, and there's not really much of anything else I would need to max... Oh. I guess I could do a little work on some of these illusion commands. I don't really like to, though. Maybe after I get this set of stuff leveled up. Or, tell you what, put that there. Don't worry about this kind of thing, and I will put the one illusion there in its place. Okay, now I'll save. The Ven himself has really only gone up 2 levels from all this so far, but it's only been like half an hour, so that's actually not too bad. Oh, for yeah. I don't know if Radiant Garden's gonna be the best place to find enemies. But you know what? Sure, whatever. If I go from the castle town save point, then maybe,
Yeah.
Anything to say there, Scrooge? Have we made you ready to Disney Town yet, lad? Anyway, it's the time of the Dream Festival now. There's attractions and all sorts of fun. And with the tickets I gave you, you can go as often as you like. Though, doggone it, as much as I want to try to just say it with my normal voice, if I see certain spellings of certain words, it makes me want to do the accent. There's gotta be some enemies down here somewhere, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. 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 Bring it. See ya. It's over.
And of course, thank you, video games, for, you know, altering the way my brain works, but anytime I see the words barrel roll, I think you might be able to guess what comes to my mind.
Yeah. 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 Stop. Yeah. Thunder. Yeah.
Alrighty. I need to
Yeah, 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 bring it. Rock, yeah, yeah.
I'm like, which way is the way forward again?
Yeah, yeah, rock, yeah, yeah.
I gotta say, if there's illusion commands... No, okay, never mind. It's not an if anymore. Well, okay. It's not... Now it's not an if they do, it's an if they did, I guess.
Stop.
Yeah, if the illusion commands only leveled up
Yeah,
from you using them specifically,
rock,
that could be quite the hassle.
stop. Rock, rock, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Thunder. Yeah.
I feel like I gotta keep changing how I'm sitting here to try and keep myself a little bit more awake. Maybe I should have considered just not streaming today, honestly. Hopefully that'll be enough for me to get rid of that little menace. Yeah. Actually, it's more of a menace when there's multiple of them. Those two are gone already. Nice. All it took was a single heat slash. No, that's not the one I want to focus on. It's not right now. Those things cannot be shot upward. Alright, I'm just gonna revert that now. It's really not doing much for me.
Stop! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Alright. So with the extra combo move, it seems I am able to hit those enemies with the gears good enough timing, or, you know, basically the combo's long enough and then does enough damage to where I can just get rid of them in one go. Come on. Okay. Man. I did not realize how tired I am. Okay, nice.
Come on!
Hey. Beat that one enemy while being a copy of it, essentially. Okay.
Thunder!
Interesting that out of those enemies, the one that died first from the thunder-based attack is the one that I think is supposed to have some sort of thunder resistance. Or maybe it doesn't, I don't know. I could be completely wrong about that.
Stop! Come on!
It also doesn't really help me that, for whatever reason, my neck hurts a little bit today. So, like, if I sit up, which would generally help me feel more awake, I just, like, my neck ends up hurting, which does not really help with the whole tiredness feeling thing. See, okay, there was Peter with barrel roll. So, what? I still have 626, Cinderella, Mickey, and Zach, yeah. Or 626, Zach, Cinderella, and Mickey. if you're going, you know, in the order from bottom to top. I think I have plenty of treasure magnet abilities. Okay, editing the deck. Swapping those two. I'm literally just gonna go for the illusion moves now. Not even that I'm necessarily going to use them, but that's literally the only... Those are literally the only commands I have left for Ven to use that need to be leveled up. Anyway. The only commands I have left for Ven to level up. That's probably a better way of saying that. Okay. To the world map. Which world will I go to now? Not Disney Town. Not a whole lot of fighting to be done in Olympus. There's that one little area. Or maybe two. That's enough messing around with that. Illusion V. Oh, that's this one. I don't think the aromatherapy is actually a good thing to use offensively. Could be mistaken on that. Okay, this thing is really not particularly good.
Bring it! Come on! Bring it! Come on!
How are there still more of you left? What the heck? I pressed the button to block there. It literally won't let me do the thing. Wow. That's dumb. Why won't it? I don't think that's a normal thing to have happen. would think there's got to be something around here. Maybe it won't reveal itself until I am no longer an illusion. Okay. Those bring me back in here, where I can fight these enemies some more. I'm gonna take a wild guess to say it's pretty visible how tired I am. Which means I really should just stop. Like, I didn't really even feel tired until I sat down for this. Okay, so those are leveled up, or maxed out, I should say. Alright. That's it for the illusions, then. So now I guess I could use these. Can be eaten once to activate the diamond dust. Oh! That's what those do. Huh. Okay. Oh, then, you know what? Now that I know, I don't really care that much. I'm definitely going to try to find some other stuff that is powerful and or uses 2 slots now. Okay. I think I'm going to go with Fission for Raga there. Alright, guess we'll hop over to one more world, just to see about, you know, a little bit more command leveling. So I can go that way to the cliff path. Or that way, I guess, would get me to, Skull Rock Isle? Oh, it actually won't let me go that way. That's not a thing that I do with Ven. Oh. This kind of enemy. this ought to be interesting. Okay, so then when that's all said and done, I just... Actually, that balloon type illusion thing might actually be the most useful. Boom. You know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna use salvation. Like, that should clear away most, if not all, of these enemies. I also keep forgetting about the D-Links still. Okay. I wondered a little bit because I thought for a second I remembered going to that spot with other characters and it would actually like lead somewhere else. Alright. Nikki! Oh. Hold up. Double EXP? Like, if that does what I think it does, then good grief. I feel like that's something I should essentially be wanting to use as often as possible. There's that. Revert. Really shouldn't be too much longer before I could use another D-Link, actually. That missed. Of course it did. Okay, or I could use another one now. What have I not done? Cinderella. That wound up kind of being a waste of time. Since, you know, I wasn't able to get the finisher or whatever you want to call it. Let's try this again. If any more enemies show up. Okay, Cinderella.
Bring it! Come on! Yeah! Rock! Yeah! Yeah! Ready?
Okay, so there's that. Revert. And... yeah. Hello. More enemies here. I was expecting more enemies right here in the middle. Although now I suppose perhaps I should have expected that. I guess I know there are still a fair number of enemies left in this specific section. Well, maybe not as many as I thought. I wondered for a second if, since the enemy was stopped, it was gonna just let me get all those hits in for Zack's finisher. But nope.
Fire!
Kablam. Okay. Oh. I guess we hit an ad break and I didn't even realize it. You know, on the Twitch end of things, of course. Dang! That salvation move almost cleared out 2 whole waves of enemies on its own. Guess I totally could have gone for another D-Link. I think 626 is actually the only one left. The only one left that I haven't done the, like, second level, like, finisher move or whatever.
Thunder! Thunder! Yeah!
yeah, this.
Nice.
Okay, well, they make it real clear when you miss one of those. Okay, so now, if I go down here to the reports, I got Faith Charge, Miracle Dance, Hero's Pride, and Ohana Beat. So I think that's about all you can get for Dimension Links. And I guess there might be some other shot locks that I could get in the arena shop. That seems to me about the only reason why it wouldn't, you know, why it wouldn't say that I have that complete. Oh, geez, I still have a Magna Gun and an arrow to max out here. And an arrow god. Jeez, what the... How did I miss all that? And a stop. Well, I like Salvation better than Ars Arcana. Should have kept Salvation in. I was actually looking for any other magic that would maybe... Yeah, any magic that would possibly take 2 slots, like Faith. But for now, that's probably a bad idea, since I have other stuff to work on. So, what to do then? Yeah. You know what? Isuna. I never have Isuna equipped. So I could buy all sorts of commands now if I wanted to. Wind Raid. Seeing as I don't have that one yet, let's buy it. Aerial Slam. Slot Edge. Collision Magnets. Just a regular Blizzard isn't really worth any of that though. Or Thunder, or Cure. Mind Square. Really? I have Mind Shield, but not Mind Square? Magnets is meh, whatever. Especially since I have higher level versions. Ignite? You didn't have Ignite? Jeez. Okay, then we've got... Oh, man. We got items. I don't know why I would end up paying for some of these. Okay, so actually I could change my command deck around even a little more than this. Get rid of Isuna, put in Wind Raid. Swap out Salvation for Aerial Slam and Slot Edge. Alright, yeah, Because I have to specifically scroll over whatever's new. That's the better way to clear all that out. Rather than, you know, quick, rather than, like, kind of page jumping through it. Since I would then have to navigate up or down to the proper command anyway. I just figured it wasn't really worth it then. Alright. Guess we'll head to deep space to level these commands. But then that just might do it. Launch deck there. Machinery bay. I was about to ask, like, are there even gonna be any enemies in the machinery bay? But clearly the answer is yes.
Win. Yeah. Bring it. Yeah.
Oh, duck on it.
Yeah.
I was supposed to press Y again while it was in the air. So then I would slam it back down.
Yeah. Stop! Come on!
Oh, that's different. That seems a whole lot better and cooler than most of the raid commands. Oh, there's actually quite a few enemies here. Jeez. Now I'll use Wingblade. Kind of wanted a fresh set of enemies before I did that. Damn. Jeez. Ooh, hey, I hit the jackpot. And apparently the jackpot meant loads of money and health. Okay. That actually did a lot. I think were I ever just grinding for levels with Ven, that would probably be the way to do it. Yeah. So, let me go ahead and put collision magnet there. And now it's just magic stuff. Ignite. And that's about it then. Okay. I suppose now I could, if I really wanted to, get some of those 2-slot commands in. such as Faith. I think Faith is actually the only magic one. So Faith and Salvation. Save here. And keep in mind, this is just one character out of the main trio that I've done all this with. Okay, fine. Maybe if I go to the Keyblade graveyard. Then actually, I'm pretty sure I could easily find more enemies to fight around here. Specifically in these things.
Bring it! Rock! Fire!
So Ignite just, like,
Yeah!
slowly deals a little bit of damage
Come on!
to the enemies.
Light!
Okay, so Faith is like that,
Light!
and Salvation's like that. They really don't look very different from each other, honestly.
Bring it! Fire! Come on! Yeah! Yeah! Ah! Rock! Rock! Yeah! Ah! Light!
Bingo.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Okay, that was easy. All it took was those two commands.
Yeah.
That could get a little boring after a while if that was all that I did.
Fire! Rock! Yeah! Yeah! Rock! 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 Yeah! Yeah! Rock! Yeah!
I'm not gonna try and do all the battles here. Again, like, mostly just trying to level up the commands.
Yeah.
You know what? That didn't work.
Yeah. Yeah. Fire.
Kaboom. The fact that they'll basically get rid of themselves
Yeah.
when you use like Mind Square and that kind of stuff. Mind Square and Mind Shield in particular. So it looks like Salvation and maybe even Faith like can't be interrupted. So that's nice. Oh, you buggers. These things have always been annoying, will always be annoying, and I will always want to get rid of them first. Come on. All right, and then we're here. Why was I thinking there was a save point near here? Or is it just that, like, they give you this option for somewhere you can, like, enter from? Oh, and there's only like one of these twister things left. Might as well just go ahead and do the battle then. How did that miss? I thought I was like right there. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and super glide on out of here. Save the game, and I guess then it would be time to switch to another character and level up their commands. I may, for the other two, have a much more efficient way and place to do their stuff, to level up their commands. Actually, was that all of them? I think that was all of them. Okay, wait, there was a single stop command. But, that's not a big deal. I'm not gonna alter my plan or flow of things just for one single command. So now I shall continue with Terra's save file. I did also get Ven leveled, like, 4 or 5 more levels over the course of that. Yeah, so where I will go with Terra is right here in the palace courtyard. So, did I swap out? Oh, yes, I definitely swapped out his commands. Goody. He's already level 46. You know what? If I'm gonna focus... Well, it's not that I'm focused on the commands per se, but it still might be a good idea to use a different Keyblade. 5 and 3... 3 and 6... Alright, technically that's the one with the... That's the one with the best overall stats. Chaos Ripper is just super attack heavy. I'm also wondering... Have I gotten all... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Only 7? Maybe he only has 7 D-Links. That would be something to look into right about now. Yeah, no. It's not showing any other options. Huh. Meteor! Kaboom!
Fire! Want some? Take that! Thunder!
Yeah, this right here might just be the most efficient level grinding area in the game. Because you can fight enemies in both directions. Like, you leave the room, go to the next room, turn back around, and more enemies. Heading both ways.
Take that! Fire!
Come on.
Thunder! You're done!
Kind of almost feels weird having Terra balanced like this, but at the same time, it seems like kind of a good thing to me. Okay, so... Do I have any other healing magic that needs leveling up? No. So I would just slap a Kiraga on there and leave that be. Now... At this point, pretty much literally anything else is fair game. Mind Square. I already have Meteor equipped. Stop Rush. Sure. Yeah, there's a bunch of abilities that also awards you 1 EXP for every step you take, like shoot, if I had that on the others, I could just, I don't know, freaking cheese level grinding for all of them.
Want some?
Kaboom. I guess once I finish leveling up the commands I have, I should check the shop, like I did with Ben, and see what other commands I might be able to get. I might want to keep my phone a little bit closer so I don't have to awkwardly look across like this. Or more like this, I should say, as I'm trying to see what notifications I get.
Stop!
Surprise! Meteor! Man, I thought Terra felt overpowered when he was, like, super attack heavy. He feels even more overpowered with a more balanced... Yeah, with more balanced stats. Anyway, okay. HP Prize Plus is now permanent. Nice. Let me see what all I got here that needs to be leveled up still. You know, before I go and totally go crazy on some of this. Oh, yeah. He's got other illusion things to level up, too. But just those, actually. Huh. Alright. So this will actually do it for the commands he already has. So I guess technically I'm gaining experience just by walking around like that. 4379. 4371. Yeah, dang. Okay.
Want some? Stop!
I am doing far more this way than it feels like I really should be able to. Okay, you know what? Let's revert back. As amusing as that is.
Stop.
I think it still is more fun overall to do stuff as actual Terra. Interesting that the illusion also has what's essentially a finisher.
Take that.
Kaboom.
Stop.
How did that hit all three of them? I really don't know, but I'm not arguing with it.
So long.
Kaboom. Woo! Jeez. Seriously, even with 7 less attack power, he's still just smacking people around. Or smacking unversed around more accurately. Okay. So this is when I would decide to really have a lot of fun with it and equip a bunch of, like, 2-slot stuff. Ars Solum. That's not the same one that Ven had. Oh, yeah. Man. Terra's got a ton of binding strikes. Why, I don't know, but he does. Geo Impact. So, are there any other 2-slot commands that... Okay, no, Meteor is already equipped. No, okay, so... let's go Fission for Raga. Not that I think I'm going to be doing much more with Terra. Although I do need to find a shop. And see what all other commands I might be able to get. Be going. Okay. I'm gonna go out this way to try and find a shop within this world.
Take that. Let's go.
Geo Impact doesn't seem to be all that effective. I mean, maybe in like a straight line it is. But compared to all the other stuff Terra has that has sort of like, you know, splash damage effects. Or just, I guess, wider areas of effect, you could say.
You're done.
Alright, maybe at the chateau there will be a Moogle with... No? Yeah, I really don't get why a Geo Impact is a 2-slot command. It really doesn't seem that good, comparatively.
Take that. You're done.
Meteor! Okay, I can still get hurt while using Meteor, but it doesn't seem like I'll get interrupted. Huh. That seems very weird. There's no, like, shop or whatever. Unless there's one here. Yep, okay. I'm like, there's gotta be one somewhere in this world, right? Alright, are there any of these commands I just straight up don't have? It would appear to be a no, actually. They'll perform a leaping strike, which causes giant boulders to burst from the earth and deal additional damage. Eh? Don't really care much about levels of spells. Anyway, sometimes wish this game had a new game plus so that I don't have to grind all the... Yeah. That would be nice. Especially, like... I think it would also be nice for getting, like, difficulty-related achievements. Like, if you could just, you know, do, like, a lower difficulty level run in a game, and then be able to do a new game plus on a higher difficulty, so then, like, yeah, you're adding more of a challenge, potentially, but you're coming at it with, you know, I guess a higher floor is what that would be, but you've already got all your stuff from the previous playthrough to, like, balance out the possible added difficulty. But anyway, is it Ali, like, sorry, like Ali or Ali, or I don't, either way, hello, welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. Yeah, I don't know. I personally still don't know if I like the idea that this game has of locking abilities behind command melding. Okay, now that I've gotten those commands, I will, I guess, go around, level those up a bit. Always play Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 with mods to have all abilities, drive forms, summons, and magic from the start. Yeah, I could see having some fun with that. And again, it would be like that New Game Plus kind of situation, where like you could. I mean, you're basically finding a way to start the game with all those abilities and other moves and transformations and all that kind of stuff. Which, even if you would have a New Game Plus and have the level reset to level 1,
You're done.
having a New Game Plus that would, like, still have your abilities carry over
Be gone.
would be really helpful in a lot of cases. Like, oh my gosh, I can't imagine how much that would have saved me from some headaches in
Take that.
my critical run. Well, didn't do a full critical run, but the time I attempted to play through Kingdom Hearts 2.
Fire.
Ah, man. Can't talk right now. The time I attempted to play through Kingdom Hearts 3 on critical mode, even just having Cure right off the bat would have been so freaking helpful, rather than having to rely on flipping potions.
So long.
I missed. How could I miss? They were, like, not even a foot in front of me. Oh wait, wrong game to do that reference. Kingdom Hearts 2 would be more fitting for that. That's the game that actually has Mulan's world in it.
Be gone.
I will say, as much as I dislike the whole unlocking passive abilities through command melding that this game has, at least they didn't make it so your commands only level up from you using them. Because that would make it feel like so much more of a grind than it might already.
Fire. Take that.
Oh, hello. Have I used this command style before? It doesn't look very familiar.
Want some?
What's going on here? It's fun grinding drive. Yeah, like... Yeah, that's the thing. I kind of have fun with grinding drive forms in Kingdom Hearts 2. This, it's just... Yeah, I don't know. I find this boring by comparison. Mostly because not only do you have to go and fight things, but you have to also do the melding part. Okay. All the commands I have thus far are maxed out. Obviously, any associated abilities are as well. Okay. Now I want to go back to the title screen and boot up Aqua's save to get those commands leveled up. But this is not where I want to be for that. Not where I personally would prefer to be, anyway. Oh, Zent, howdy. For anyone not aware, I simultaneously stream on both Twitch and YouTube, so if I'm responding to chat stuff that you're not seeing, it's probably because it's on the other platform. Although it should show up in the little mini chat capture window thing just below me there. Grinding RPGs in general is big boring. I always played on it. Yeah, although, like... Well, okay. Since you sold your PS5, that makes sense. As a PC gamer, yeah. Just the ability to have mods and use them, it's just kind of like, why not, I guess. But looks like I got it fixed. I still think the chat thing in and of itself can just be sort of finicky. I didn't really do anything to fix it, although Stream Elements did have an update. It being the whole chat window thing. But yeah, like, there is something to be said, in my opinion, for, like, how do I want to word it? So, like, if you're trying to get achievements in a game, it feels more worthwhile, in my opinion, if you're, you know, playing a game legitimately to get the achievement. Even if it is a bit of a grind, then it's like, at the end at least you can say, oh, well, I got this legit, not that... I don't know. I guess there's still a bunch of achievements that aren't just, like, level related or anything like that. But I don't know. Anyway. Oh, that's right. I just remembered, Zent. We were having issues with, like, chat delay last time. Yeah. This stream has not dropped any frames, so that might have something to do with it. I just like mods that add improvements to gameplay or features devs. See, yeah, adding things that would otherwise be missing is also nice. Holy cow! These freaking commands that I have equipped on Aqua! Too many of them are just straight up freaking awesome. See, okay. That can make at least some of this process fun. But some of the commands aren't really that cool to look at. Yeah, okay, yeah. If you don't really care about achievements, then, you know, totally understand. Just wanting to have fun in all kinds of other ways with the games that you're playing by adding mods and tweaking the experience. I will say triple Faraga doesn't seem as practical as I would like it to be. It would definitely be better if they made it just like, you know, able to focus in multiple directions, which it doesn't seem to be able to do. But these other commands, or at least a bunch of these other commands I have on Aqua, I mean, freeze rate is normal, whatever. Thundaga shot? Basically being able to get around the whole proximity restriction of normal Thundaga. That's freaking awesome. Seeker Mine? You kidding me? Like, you got mines that can now actually, like, move themselves toward the enemies? Dude.
Gotcha.
And Time Splicer is just like, okay,
Gotcha.
all your enemies stop moving now while you just beat them up like crazy. And by the time it's done, they're probably dead. Other than bosses and that type of enemy. I'm not sure they would even end up being stopped by Time Splicer. I guess I could swap out some of these commands. I just didn't want to spend like a ton of time going back and forth. Okay, I can put Aerial Slam in there. Freeze Raid. Can go out of the rotation in favor of Wishing Edge. Does she have... No. Somehow, Terra's the only one I've managed to get the Experience Walker ability on. Actually, I forgot to also check her reports to see if I got all these hit counts here. So, then Terra, Mickey, Donald, Goofy, Snow White, Zack, Stitch, Peter Pan. So that's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Did I not get, like, the lower level one with somebody? In which case, how would I possibly get full completion on that? Or is it not necessarily tied to the lower level D-Link, and it might just do either once you hit the second, like, Link level thing with them? I don't know. Then Terra, Mickey... Terra, Mickey... Donald, Goofy, Snow White... Donald, Goofy, Snow White... Is it... Oh, it's Cinderella, isn't it? Yeah. I don't have the lower level thing with Cinderella. For her. Weird. And I don't know if there'd be any way to make that happen now.
Gotcha. Take that. Gotcha. Enough.
Yeah, I think it pretty much has to be Miracle Dance now. Kinda makes me wonder how that happened, where I didn't get the lower level finisher.
Gotcha. Take that.
But I really don't think there's anything I could do to, quote-unquote, fix that. Oops. And I pressed the wrong button there, too. That didn't do me any favors. Doggone it, I pressed the wrong button again. Why do I keep thinking it'll be something other than Y? Also, why do I keep trying to, like, guess what it's gonna be instead of just waiting for it? There. Whew. Man. I really need to keep some of these moves in mind for, when I get back to the arena and start trying to do those missions. Anyway. Can play games I love for hundreds of hours, no problem. I never got all achievements for Kingdom Hearts 3, and I have over 1,000 hours. Yeah, I mean... I can't necessarily say every game that I really enjoy I would be able to just constantly sit there and, you know, like, just keep playing it over and over without feeling like there's some particular goal that I'm working towards. So, for me, achievements kind of help with, you know, the... I don't know if that's necessarily replayability, but continued playability, I guess, at least. But, yeah, I mean, more power to you if you don't necessarily need other motivating factors like that. Also, you will hear nothing from me about Kingdom Hearts 3 being too short. If people think that it's too short, then they're probably not trying to go completionist on it. Either that, or they want their games to all have, like, 100+ hours worth of content. And I don't think that would be realistic to have that expectation for, like, every game. I will say I'm definitely not one of those people, though, that would, like... I'm not inclined towards some of the more challenging gaming feats out there. Let's put it that way. Like, I don't think you're ever gonna see me do a level 1 critical mode run of a Kingdom Hearts game. I just, no. That's too much for me. I would either friggin' cave my head in, banging it against the wall, figuratively, or I'd, like, break everything around me out of just the sheer frustration of feeling so unable to accomplish something like that. Probably. Maybe there's a slight chance I would actually be able to complete that, but it would take me a lot of time and effort. Let's just put it that way. And I would be frustrated for a lot of that time. Yeah, I suppose the fact that I'm also not inclined to dedicate myself so wholeheartedly to a single game to the extent that would probably be required to know the game well enough to be able to pull off something like that. That's probably my main issue with being able to do something like that, or not being able to do so. Okay. Note related to what I've been doing in this game. Aerial Slam. It's like, only a couple of times have I gotten it to work the way that it seems like it's really supposed to. In fact, really just the one time. Okay. That was on me. I just didn't press Y though. But like, I've been pressing Y a second time for Aerial Slam every time I've used it. And nothing. Like, I mean, it'll do a second hit, but it didn't have me go up in the air like that one time. Double M. That's not what I wanted to do. Level 1 for Kingdom Hearts 2 especially requires that you do every fight perfectly. Yeah. Pretty much. And I am not that much of a perfectionist. Okay. Aerial Slam is done, so I guess I'll put a slot edge there. Blizzard Edge is done, so I'll do Fire Strike. Blizzara's done, so let's go for another Blizzara, I guess. Even though I didn't die once until Armored Xemnas. Really? Huh. Yeah, that... oof. I definitely don't think that would be me. Like, unless I seriously knew the game, like, down to the most minute detail, I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be able to pull off something like that where I wouldn't end up dying at all.
Gotcha. Freeze. Thunder. Thunder.
Oh, I have 2 Thundagas in here? When did that happen? Meh. Oh well. At least Thundaga's really powerful.
Come on. Yeah. Farewell.
Yeah, and I can only imagine the super bosses. So, like, should I assume we're talking KH2 Final Mix, where you have, like, you know, the data battles or whatever against Organization 13? Yeah. I had a hard enough time with those just, like, normally. Never mind trying to do a level 1 run with that.
Take that. Gotcha.
Final Mix, yeah, okay. So, I had honestly, until I got this collection, or actually the 2 collections that are available on Xbox, which, follow up to that, I only really got them like a year and a half ago, I want to say. Anyway, before that, I had never played the Final Mix versions of 1 or 2. And I had basically never played anything in the series other than 1, 2, 3, and Chain of Memories. So I am definitely not one who can claim to know the series extremely well. Stuck on it, I keep forgetting to press Y again. Really? Really, really?
Come on.
I will say, if there was ever going to be a game or a series of games that I would put enough time into to be able to do that kind of stuff, Kingdom Hearts is probably the series I would do it with. Okay, there you go. You know, I'm really starting to wonder if all these abilities that I have already gained through command melding would pretty much be all that I need to get through some of those, you know, some of those arena missions and stuff that I was having trouble with. I beat most of the data fights with cheap strats, then gave up at final Zemnis. Cheese lingering will. Yeah. Yeah, I know there's kind of like cheap strategies for most of those battles. I tried not to do them that way. Like, I will say though, I don't know if there really is much of any other way to handle battles like the one against frickin' Data Demics. Like, what the heck else do you do there? Aside from just... You have to pretty much use the most efficient strategy possible to defeat the different water forms in time. I'm not sure it's even really possible much of any other way. Okay, sorry. Aqua's at level 42 right now. I think she's actually the lowest level out of the characters in here, but at the same time, she feels relatively the most powerful. Probably because canonically she is. Certainly at this phase in things, she's the most powerful of the three. Or at least the best fighter out of the three overall. Like, if you're talking pure strength, yeah, sure, Terra all the way. But like, Ven, I guess, might even maybe have like more natural ability than the other two, but as far as their like standing in things and what they're at the moment able to accomplish, like if you gave Ven the same amount of time to train any kind of decently as Terra and Aqua had, like, he'd maybe be even surpassing them. But it's made pretty clear in the story that he's not really quite on their level. Anyway. Data Demics isn't even that hard, it's just the water clone spam is very annoying, yeah. And just making sure that you're prepared for that. The water clones, I mean. There's another binding strike. Fortunately, that's the last one. Man, she has tons of binding strikes. How did I end up with so many binding strikes? For basically all of them but Ven. Okay, well, if I'm gonna put more healing magic in a spot, I might as well take out the other healing magic that's already there. Zero Graviga. Can replace that with Magnera. Energy Magnet. Use Magnetic Force to yank HP prizes right out of enemies. That's a new one. Got a little thirsty there. Okay. And before I can even get the finisher for the command style.
Freeze! Gather! Yeah! Fire! Gather!
Okay, so yeah, yanked the prizes and stuff right out of them, but didn't really seem to be good for much of anything in combat. I still think Ghost Drive is my favorite command style. I'm just gonna put that out there. Only Binding Strike actually got maxed out. I'm not gonna use up the time changing that out when that's the only one.
Come on!
Okay, and that just flew me all the way to the opposite end of the room. Compared to, like... I realized there wasn't really a target for it anymore, but geez. Game would be 10 times more fun if it gave you a command style every time you build up the gauge. Yeah, instead of doing those, like, other basic finishers and stuff. I mean, like, I could understand if all you do are the basic A attacks, just giving you a basic finisher. But if you're using pretty much any of the commands, then I feel like, you know, it's fitting to give you some sort of a command style to go along with that. Okay, this is now going back to Kiraga. Deep Freeze. And we'll put another arrow guy there. Raging Storm. Another 2-slotter. And then I'll work on Stopga first. no food.
Stop! Win! Gotcha!
Also, personally, I think having an easier time changing targets while they're stopped would be very helpful.
Stop! Gotcha!
And it does just gotta use an elemental command enough. Yeah, it's not even necessarily always elemental commands, but if it's not elemental, it's gotta be something pretty specific. Well, then, some elements, like wind, don't necessarily give you a command style. Or if you do get a command style from them, it's not necessarily anything directly related to what you used. Potato slices. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well.
Take that!
Okay. I did not max any of those out. Somehow only got to level 2. Anyhow.
Take that!
Raging Storm! If the turning radius was just a little bit smaller on that, Raging Storm would be absolutely awesome. I mean, it's still good. It's just, like, it could be a little bit better if they just tightened up the turn radius. I really don't think I'm going to bother using Stopka. Blade charge. Okay, personally, I think it would have been really fitting and appropriate if the game did not give you Blade Charge until after completing Aqua's story. I'm just saying, like... because it looks a lot like what happens with her Keyblade at the end of the story. I thought for sure there should have been more enemies. There were more enemies. What the heck? Why didn't they show up when I first got close to them? That's weird. Alright, back the other way. Okay, how about now? Yeah, that's 2 of them maxed out.
Stop!
I didn't actually want to use that, but oh well.
Win!
Potato slices, I'm doing pretty well. Can't complain about too much. This Kingdom Hearts. Yes, this is Kingdom Hearts. Specifically, Birth by Sleep. Final Mix. Even more specifically than that. I honestly had not played this game at all until within the past 6 months, I want to say. When I, like, started playing through it for the purpose of making a video playthrough. Trying to think. I guess this is... I know most games in the series pretty much end up focusing on Sora. I guess there are, what, 3 in total that don't? I mean, okay, 4 if you count Melody of Memory, but... Well, and then I guess maybe there are the mobile games that... I don't know. Okay, in the collections that you would get on most platforms, it pretty much is the one that's called Days for short, or it's 358 over 2 days is how you might read it, or at least what it looks like. How you would probably try to read it. So there's that one that focuses on other characters. This one, which is Birth by Sleep. And then... trying to... There was another one that I had... Oh, I guess there's technically a second one that also has sort of a Birth by Sleep related title, but it's also got the, like, fragmentary passage subtitle thing going on. Okay, I think otherwise I've maxed out all my other regular commands. No, I have not. There's another Binding Strike that slipped in there. Doggone it. Okay, well then... I'm just gonna do something else. Actually, where was that one? Thundaga Shot, yeah. I like that one. I'll wait a little bit for the commands to recharge. Okay, good enough. Jeez.
Come on!
second I was like, you know, maybe if I just stand here in the middle. And let them sort of just be near me as I use Raging Storm. Then I won't have to bother with moving around. Come on.
Gotcha.
Strike mine. Seriously, the radius, or the area of effect on that is like, geez. Okay, the only ones I don't have maxed out are Stopra and Raging Storm. Which I guess means I could equip some other stuff. I'm gonna put Kiraga at the top of the list before I do that, though. I don't think I'm actually going to use these, but I'll have them in there just to level them up. I guess that means it's pretty much just going to be Raging Storm and then basic attacks that I plan to use. YouTube. I gave up after 3 hours because I got bored and watched it. Okay. Yeah, going into Kingdom Hearts 3, pretty much just watched like a story synopsis video to try and, you know, catch myself up on all the stuff I had missed. Which was basically everything in between 2 and 3. Actually, no, it wasn't basically that. It was literally that. 100% completely, literally that. I shouldn't have moved. I'd actually been able to do more with Raging Storm if I hadn't moved. Okay. Alright, the only ones not maxed are the illusion commands, which I honestly don't care a ton about those. I suppose that would mean it's the time to go to the shop and see if there are any other commands in there that I could buy that I don't already have. I think I can still go around to the antechamber and... Nope, okay. Then maybe she has a Moogle shop over at the chateau. Can't remember though, for sure. I'm ignoring these guys now. I could, in the meantime, change some of my commands, though. So, like, I'll ditch that. What are some of the ones that I really, really like? Time Splicer's good, but I wouldn't call it, like, amazing. How did I wind up getting that Binding Strike out of my command list again? 2 of them, what? It's already bad enough that they force you to play a bunch of games you may or may not like, just to understand the plot of the game that interests you, but locking important lore behind a mobile... Yeah. Right? And, like, it is, in fact, important lore. I mean, I could do Deep Freeze, I guess, or Ice Barrage? Burst from the ground and knock enemies into the air. I think I kind of prefer Deep Freeze, actually, out of those options. Or I could do Faraga Burst. Nah, because Raging Storm is fire-related. I'll do Deep Freeze. Not that I really plan to do much of any fighting for right now. Maybe I will in the forest, just because I haven't fought any of these guys as Aqua today. I don't know about you, but it seems to me Thundaga Shot is just as effective, if not more effective, than a bunch of the, like, 2-slot commands. You'd think they would learn from that mistake, but they're making a 3rd one that's been... Oh. Oh, yeah, shoot. Missing Link, I assume is what you're talking about. And yes, it has been delayed to oblivion. I literally have 20 copies of Binding Strike. Why? If I can't meld them with anything, I might actually just sell them off. Because that is too many copies. 0 gravity, eh. I already have the higher grade version of that. And okay, no, there is not a single command in here that I do not already have. You see, if the Kingdom Hearts series didn't place such a high priority on including significant lore in their kind of more offshoot games, like the mobile ones, I don't think they'd really have, well, they certainly wouldn't have as much reason to delay it so much to try to make it something good. That, you know, more people would want to play. But anyway, at this point, they've spent so much time on it that if it ever comes out, they'll probably end up, you know, making it a paid game, which already excludes a whole lot of people, because paying for a mobile game is not something a lot of people want to do. Alright, I'm gonna send Aqua back here to the Mirage Arena. See if there's any more command melding I could do. Oh, I still have those binding strikes to... Forgot about those. It's always going to be a mobile gacha, so it's never going to be worth waiting. Certainly, there's a bunch of people who will think of it that way. I know that's not the type of game I'm inclined to play. The closest equivalent that I have found myself playing is the Pokemon, the mobile version of the Pokemon trading card game, essentially. I think they technically call it Pokemon TCG Pocket, but that's really what it is. It's the mobile version.
Take that.
There was a game or two that I used to play on my phone that
All right.
had elements of that, but I eventually got to a point where it was like, okay, trying to keep up with all the stuff in this game is absolutely just eating up too much time in my life. I need to uninstall it from my phone so I don't keep wasting so much time on it. I don't even know what's pressing because most of this game's story. That'll have to be a respectful disagreement there. Although I will say, I feel a whole lot more connected to the stories when I'm actually playing through them. Okay, those binding strikes are now fully leveled up. Which means I can replace them with something else. I could do Time Splicer. Hold up. How do I still have 2 more binding strikes that aren't maxed out? What the? It's like it's hiding these things on me. I am utterly bewildered. How I keep finding more binding strike commands that are not maxed out. So, story-wise, if you ask me, from this point forward, and really what should have happened with the series all along, is that every entry from here on out should have stuff like what Dream Drop Distance does. Because there are points in Dream Drop Distance where it'll make a reference to something from a previous game, and then immediately afterward, it gives you a readable story recap of the game it's making a reference to. Like, built into the game, you don't have to go back to the main menu, you don't have to do it, it just shows up. It's like, hey, there's this story recap that you can read right now to know a little more about what just happened. Do you wanna? It's because Kingdom Hearts 3 has more humor and good humor, unlike the other games that are always super serious themed. Yeah, okay. Favorite Kingdom Hearts 3 moment for me in terms of just being funny and whatever was when they were, funny enough, it came out of Arendelle, which is otherwise probably my least favorite world. But when they get, like, knocked down to the bottom of the mountain and Sora's just like, oh, I'd love to do this again. Being all sarcastic and whatnot. But then, of course, Donald asks him if he's serious, and he actually replies honestly, just like, no, thank you. Just so emphatically. Okay, now, these binding strikes are maxed out. Are there any others? Yes, somehow, it keeps revealing more binding strikes that are not maxed out. Did I find a glitch here? I mean, I realize I had 20 of them, but come on. 1, okay, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. But now it's like I have 24 of them? What? Yeah, 24 now. What? Huh? The total count was only 20 when I went to the shop. I did nothing to add more binding strike commands. Is this glitched? I'm seriously starting to think that it's glitched. Like that helps lighten up.
Take that.
Oh yeah. So I have not read the manga. I've seen a little bit of it, but like I've heard that there at least certain aspects are a lot more enjoyable in the manga. Like, just Kairi in general. Like, a lot more of her personality is shown in the manga. You know what? I really should, if and when I use Raging Storm in this corridor again, I really should just float myself through the entire hallway, because any other enemies that show up, it's not like they're going to be a problem for me. I'll just literally keep floating on along and, you know, just plow right through them. Most of the Kingdom Hearts characters are more entertaining in the manga, honestly. Yeah. Alright. How much you want to bet? It's going to show me more unleveled binding strikes. No? Finally. Good grief. It took forever for that to finally be done. And I really don't think I had that many copies. Now, should I go for Time Splicer or whatever the other 2-slot one is down here? Ice Barrage or Faraga Burst? There's that. More inclined to have one that's not magic. So let's go Time Splicer. Yeah, so I feel like the manga would be even more inclined to fit more of the Japanese audience's preferences. And it just, I don't know. It seems to me like adding humor and levity and even just more bombastic personality is, you know, just more of a thing in Japanese media. Alright. So at this point, I've done all the command leveling up that I want to do. Can I please, for the love of everything, do something with all these binding strikes? Could combine it with Stun Edge to make another Wishing Edge. Combine it with Fira to make Fire Surge. Like, practically anything else would be better. Magnaga. Huh. Oh, that's the only Magnaga that I have. So I'm getting to the point where it's like, I'm kind of seriously considering that, like, alright, if it doesn't have an ability attached to it, I'm just gonna use it for melding. But I don't need to bore you all with a whole bunch of that. Truth be told, I'm considering wrapping up this stream here pretty soon. Honestly, it won't be too long now before I'll be having dinner with my family, so there's that. Three slots, dang. But it is Trinity Limit, which tends to be a pretty powerful ability. Yeah. So at some point, like, if I ever really wanted to try and go remotely completionist on this, I'd have to get all that other stuff, like all the other shot locks, all the other yeah, recipes that were there, the other commands that were there. I'm trying to remember if I completed the harsh punishment one. Arena missions. So we got Day of Reckoning, Treasure Tussle. Harsh punishment I did not complete. Did manage to complete Monsters of the Sea though. Or Monster, sorry, singular. Monster of the Sea. Alright, so I am going to try Harsh Punishment. See if any of the commands that I have or the leveling up that I've done makes a significant difference in my personal ability to complete this. Dang, that just hit like... maybe not all of them. Like half of them at least, though. Why did they spread out so far? Jeez. That was a bad idea. I totally should have blocked as they were approaching. Didn't seem to do as much as I thought maybe it should have. Oh well. Dang. Okay, just because these guys are a little bit annoying to try and deal with. Really probably otherwise didn't need to use the shot lock there, but whatever. That was probably the wrong time and the wrong group of enemies to try and do that against anyway. Come on. There we go. Sometimes the trouble this game has hitting flying enemies just seems a little ridiculous to me. Yeah. Really probably shouldn't bother with trying to do some of that stuff right now. That's the only enemy left in this wave, I think. You. Make sure I'm hitting you in the back. There we go. Raging Storm. Because why not? I see. It actually kind of picks him up in the air. And deals damage to him. Expected some other enemy to get targeted by Time Splicer there, gee.
Take that. Heal. Take that. Farewell.
Yeah, these commands I'm using are a lot more like crowd control types. I don't know how effective they're going to be against a boss.
Heal. Yeah. Yeah.
Specifically, the main boss at the end of this arena challenge thing.
Take that. Take that. Take that.
Like, I gotta imagine most of these enemies are gonna end up getting all big and poofy and wanting to explode. Yeah, there is one still that isn't pulling around like that. Okay, here comes the hard part, in my opinion. Even if just because of moves like that. Of course it went into the ground, so my time splicer missed. Okay, cannot block that. Duly noted. Kiraga hasn't recharged yet. It seems to me that that move is just about all this guy does. Well, then I guess there's those. His movements are so quick, in any case, that, like, most of the stuff you might try to do is pretty ineffective. Please let me out of this cage. Okay. Now. Glad I had Leaf Bracer. I'm just dodging around like crazy and hope that I'll get a chance to heal soon. Like, maybe right about now.
Take that! Take that!
Maybe they don't want to get trapped in the cage. Just saying. And then he goes right into that. Off of all those other really quick moves. Oh, come on. I pressed the button to dodge there. Ow. Dang it. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Heal. Thank you. Well, Time Splicer has definitely been the most helpful command out of all these for this battle. What the... I tried to use Time Splicer on him right there, and that didn't do anything for whatever reason. So yeah, Time Splicer, Thundaga Shot have been just about the only really effective things against the boss enemy here. Oh jeez. Cage is coming after me. Doggone it.
Take that!
Didn't even hit, did it? I don't think so. Do your little going into the ground thing, and then you'll pop up here, and then I'll use Time Splicer, and... Doggone it. I was hoping you wouldn't go back to that, but you did. Fine. Ugh, really? And this is where things get really problematic. Because then you get stuck in the cage. Seriously? He really doesn't want to give me a chance to do much of anything, huh?
Farewell. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Take that.
I'm like, let me out and let me heal. I'm actually kind of close to beating this now. Now. Just a slight difference in timing there.
Yeah.
Nope. Thundaga shot missed that time.
Heal.
Not sure I needed to use Kiraga there, but whatever. Ow. Okay, you know what? Shot lock time. But of course he goes into the ground then. When he comes back up, haha. Okay, jeez. Okay, so in future similar missions, I maybe should think about having some different commands in there. Time Splicer was fine for the most part, but yeah, Raging Storm and Deep Freeze weren't doing a thing for me. Now against the, you know, multiple enemies in earlier phases, those helped quite a lot. But not against the boss, which is what I was having a problem with before. Okay. I do actually seriously and fully think that that is going to have to do it for today's stream. Once I go and look at the report here that... Oh yeah, it's just the 3rd rank of the Imprisoner. Both arms and both legs have been freed from their chains, rendering Iron Imprisoner more powerful than ever before. No kidding. I guess it's just been steadily getting further unbound. And I gotta imagine the continuation of that would be in the Keepers of the Arena, where now there's a 2nd one, apparently. But anyway. Now is not the time for me to attempt that, I think. I already saved and didn't change anything, so... other than reading the report, I guess. So, fine, whatever. Okay. So... thanks for watching, everybody. I, we'll work on... you know what? I was gonna say I'll work on finding a channel to raid on Twitch, but maybe not. I feel weird about doing a raid with only one viewer, because then it pretty much makes it look like, hey, I'm just wanting to get your attention. Possibly. Alright, so I guess that'll do it then for my live stream today. And, yeah. I will be back tomorrow morning, pretty early tomorrow morning at that, with some Bible study to kick it off, and then more Kingdom Hearts, but that'll be Dream Drop Distance, not Birth by Sleep. That's where I'll be continuing my progression through the overall Kingdom Hearts story. But anyway, so I hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I'll see you soon for another stream. Feel free to check out YouTube videos and social media pages and all sorts of stuff like that in the meantime. But whatever ends up happening, until the next time I see ya, stay cool, everybody.